Hi, welcome to my vlog. I'm Teineko, part-time artist and medical educator. This is a footage taken by my parents, and it's of a public exhibit called The Square. I'll talk about the whole experience in more detail later on. So this is my dad going up the stairs, and that's the sign for The Square Volume 3. Volume 4 is coming up, by the way. And then this is one of the walls. I think they had like 200 plus people exhibiting here, and those two in the middle are my works. Yeah. And back in Sapporo, Mr. Teineko is here shoveling snow so that our car can get out. We had very little snow in the beginning of winter, but we had heavy snowfall at the end of January, and it kind of caught up to usual years. And this day we went to Tsutaya Bookstore to check out a group exhibit of artists that are active mainly in the Hokkaido area. And I went there especially to see works of two of my favorite artists right here, Kichi-san and Isachi-san. And after this, we also checked out a table of stationery. I think Tsutaya curates this, so obviously Tsutaya does a lot more than just sell books. They even have a cafeteria where later on we had some sweets like this cheesecake and gelato, and then we went home. I wanted to do a haul from Tsutaya, but this is Dimitri, Demitang. Say hi. No, no. And that's Romeo listening. You see his ears. He's listening. Yeah, so at Tsutaya, at Isachi-san's booth, I got this nice tree. She is such a good painter, and she also makes these little desk decorations. So, and this is a little house, and this is an owl. So it's made of air dry clay and some little pieces of wood, and she paints him like this. Yeah, so cool. And then at the artist stationery section, I got two letter sets. These are like letter paper and envelopes. This is by Kuroneko Design, and this is by Kusaka Akira. Akira Kusaka designs a lot of stationery, so I think quite a lot of people use his stickers and notebooks without knowing. And then this is Amori Yuko's short letter paper, ippitsen. We call these size papers ippitsen in Japanese, and they're just for like little notes. So pretty. Yeah. Okay, so this is my desk setup. I'm currently sharing this studio with Mr. Teineko, and his desk is on the other side. And what's happening is because I got this set of acrylic markers, my art supply area right here has just completely fallen apart. So I got myself some containers, and I'm gonna reorganize the markers in Posca and whatnot. So what we see here is a 2 times speed, not time lapse, but footage of me organizing my Posca and Arrtx acrylic markers by using these containers that I got in not Daiso, it wasn't Syria, some other 100 yen store because we have so much around where we live. And here's me just chucking in the markers, which I regret later on because these weren't really organized by color. And yeah, here's me getting confused as to which ones are actually going into which section. Just blanking out. Yeah. Oh yeah, and speaking of the Square Volume 3 public exhibit that I had footage of in the beginning, um, so they reach out to hundreds of artists that are on Instagram, and probably can communicate in Japanese, and we do have to pay them in order to have our works exhibited. But they do a pretty like nice job at making the information panels and um, marketing the whole event. And quite a few artists were also on site, standing in front of their works to sell. At least that's what my parents told me. And yeah, so it is a whole huge event open to the public, and I think some sales are made. And that's my organized art text markers. Going back to the footage, this is me trying to make a piece using the markers that I just organized, and the stamp is of a brain that I carved early on, I think like last year. Yeah, anyways, so what I got from that public exhibit, number one, I learned how public exhibits work. So they have a certain regulation as to, who and what kind of arts can be presented, and what's not written could be done. So like I didn't send in my shop cards or anything, but my parents, when they went, saw that quite a few artists had their cards out on the table like near the entrance, and that, I guess, you know brings in some traffic to their websites. So the regulations didn't say anything about having self publicizing like uh goodies, so that, I guess, could have been done. I don't think you were able to sell anything other than the square works that you actually signed up for, so you know the more experience you learn. And the best thing I got out of this was that I had a gallery reach out to me. So I think some gallery marketing person went to Square Volume 3 and saw my work, and they liked it, and they wanted to know if I wanted to participate in the group exhibit that they were curating in summer. And yeah, unfortunately, I also have to pay for that event, but it's going to be at a legit gallery in the middle of Tokyo. And I think, you know, just intuitively, I decided to go, and I also decided to not only exhibit my art but actually be on site. Because it's in Tokyo and I can stay at my parents' place, and I can finally see what it's like to have my artwork on a wall in like not like a cafe slash gallery, but a whole gallery only space. That's a first for me, and I might be able to do some sales work, talk to potential customers and gallerists about what I do as an artist, trying to get some message across. And I think that's going to really help with me building my career as an artist. Well, speaking of which, since I do call myself a part time artist and intend to stay so, I'm not trying to make art into my full time job. But, like, since I'm making and putting my art out there, it's obviously much better to have sales than not at all. So, and also, I haven't spoken about this in detail anywhere, but, well, I do have it on my website, but I create art as a way to invoke, invoke um, ideas and compassion towards each other and like the viewer's own body. So like I want everybody to, you know, have use my art as a chance to talk to their own body and what they create. So the more my art sells and goes out there, the greater the chance I can deliver my message to people who need it. So yeah, this YouTube channel is also gonna be about that. So, and at this timing, my art drawing is done. Thank you everyone for watching till the end, and I'll see you next time. Bye.